just watched suffer. They suffer from hunger, thirst, heat, cold, lack of education, lack of proper health care. Privileged as we are in this community, we had the opportunity to soothe their wounds. As you saw, towards the end of the slideshow, schools were being opened and children were lined up in uniforms, holding books instead of hammers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Consul General of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, welcome to the 5th annual benefit event of Bachao.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have divided our event into 2 parts. In the first part, we'll hear from our keynote speaker, followed by the Bachao presentation. Afterwards, the Bachao ambassadors will perform a short play, and we will recognize our sponsors. The second part of our program consists of musical performances by Haida Hussein and Ruby.
I serve as president of the Avery Dennison Foundation, the philanthropic arm of the Avery Dennison Corporation. Avery Dennison is a large global manufacturer. We are a Fortune 500 company with 25,000 employees in 54 countries around the world, and one of those countries is Bangladesh. The role of the foundation is to direct financial resources to NGOs with funds that originate from our company. We use these funds to advance the health and well-being of global communities where our employees live and work. One of Avery Dennison's major businesses has a manufacturing operation in Dhaka. We employ about 250 people, and I work with a team of local employees who are very active in their local community. But nothing prepared any of us for what happened after the horrible tragedy of April 23rd, when the commercial building at Rana Plaza collapsed. The building was just 25 kilometers from our facility, and from the moment our employees learned of the collapse, they were determined to help. They organized themselves into shifts and worked around the clock to assist the Army and fire services in the rescue efforts. The Bangladesh facility is one of our best run and most successful operations in the company, not just in Southeast Asia and not just in Asia, but across the world. The Bangladesh facility created an internal life skills program for more than 100 of our local employees. And it's now a model that we're adapting for other company facilities around the world. And there's even more. The women at our Bangladesh facility have played an active role in developing a women's support organization called Women in Service and Excellence, or WISE, which sponsors women's networking events, professional training and development courses, workplace harassment and domestic violence prevention workshops, and health and wellness seminars, while also serving in the community.
Most of you here tonight already know about Bachao, its mission, its activities. But those who are here for the first time, the Bachao's mission is to help the needy and underprivileged people of Bangladesh so that they can have an opportunity to better their life. Hear more about it later in the program. In 2012, Bachao funded 12 projects. We funded a total of $74,000 for 12 projects. You can find more about these projects on our website. You will also hear a little bit more about some of these on tonight's presentation. We started, a few of us, back in 2008 with a meager $12,500 to be funded for 4 projects. Tonight, last year, we funded $74,000, an 80% increase over the previous year. Last year, we funded about $34,000 out of $74,000. $34,000 were funded for the Rana Plaza, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later in the presentation. Today, we have disbursed $209,000 to fund projects in Bangladesh. The primary focus areas of Bachao projects include projects that addresses basic education and preventive health care for underprivileged children, that addresses people with special needs, that addresses vocational life skills training and education for the poor and needy, that addresses the health and hygiene of the poor and needy that addresses empowering women. And in some cases, like last year in Rana Plaza, when we basically come across exceptional circumstances where he needs humanitarian needs.
I'm really happy to have a chance to send greetings from CRP to the supporters of Bachao. We appreciate so much the two particular ways that Bachao have been helping CRP patients with providing wheelchairs. We make the wheelchairs at CRP, and of course a wheelchair is a way of replacing the use of your legs if you are paralyzed with a spinal injury. So you couldn't do anything more useful than make a person mobile again. And the other particular piece of help we receive from Bachao is money for sewing machines, and of course that opens up the chance of self-employment for people with spinal injuries. It's perfect for those who can't use their legs in future and can use a hand-operated machine. Something that we also try and do, if it's the husband with a very high level of lesion where he can't use his hands, we will also train the wife to use a sewing machine so she can be the source of income. But I won't go into any more details except to say that without partners like you in the United States, caring enough about people in Bangladesh to support us in this way, we could do nothing here on the ground. So again, my very warmest thanks to you all.
I'm here with Mr. Shafiq Islam, Executive Director of CRP, and he's the man actually who's doing the day-to-day operations in charge. So nice meeting you, Mr. Shafiq Islam. Just wanted to find out a little more about the Savar victims. You know, how many Savar victims have you rehabilitated, and what's the process? If you can just briefly tell us, you know, a few words, that would be great.
Thank you very much, first of all, for visiting CRP and also supporting the Savar victims. Savar tragedy happened just near to our door, and from the very first moment we were involved in that. So far, we have registered 318 rescued persons. Some of them amputees, some of them are very severely injured, some of them have become permanently disabled. And what we are doing after initial therapy sessions, after initial medical care, we are transferring them to the reskill development, that is their livelihood project, where as per their choice, we are training them in different fields, and then with that capacity, we are supporting them to start their own new life, I should say, new livelihood or new life. Maybe some of them with the job, but most of them.
আসলে আমরা তো অনেক ধরনের ইনজুরি পাইছি। আমরা টোটাল 168 জন পেশেন্ট এখানে আমরা ট্রিট করছি। তার মধ্যে 161 জন অলরেডি ডিসচার্জ হয়ে গেছে, এখন 7 জন আছে। তো আমরা যে পেশেন্টগুলো পাইছি, আমরা সব স্পাইনাল কর্ড ইনজুরি যে পেশেন্ট, এগুলো পাইছি এবং অর্থোপেডিক কেসগুলো আমরা পাইছি। এবং বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে অপারেশন হওয়ার পরে লং টাইম রিহ্যাবিলিটেশনের জন্য যেটা দরকার, সেই পেশেন্টগুলো আমরা এখানে পাইছি। তো মোটামুটি স্পাইনাল কর্ড ইনজুরি যে পেশেন্টগুলো ছিল, তাদেরকে আমরা মোটামুটি ট্রিটমেন্ট করে তারা রিহ্যাব পর্যায়ে আমরা 3টা পর্যায়ে কাজ করি।
There are 2 sessions of this school. The morning session is attended by children of 2 age group, and the afternoon is mostly dedicated to women. Adult, they are usually happen to be women. Bachao has been supporting them for the last 4 years through our local partner, Rotary Club of Gulshan. This fits us perfectly in serving our mission of empowering women and helping underprivileged children.
For a while, I was lost in my thoughts, and I was thinking how fortunate we are where we live in. Raising a child with special need is very challenging and overwhelming. Among all the worthy projects, Story Foundation is a very unique one. I can relate to that better than anybody else because I work in a school where I work with the special need every single day. I have noticed how the children feel each day is different for them. The parents' emotions are a roller coaster, even though they live in the state-of-the-art resources. In Bangladesh, till today, parents believe that it's a curse to have a special needs child in their household. And they try to hide them from the society. They are always in denial. We are so lucky to be in here where we get best of the best. But in Bangladesh, the children are not so lucky, especially if they're coming from the poverty. So Tori Foundation, which was established in 2010 in Pabal Bujilla, with 48 children with 5 special needs, they provide home-based therapy to 10 children and marvelous support group for the family.
I want to tell you about something very encouraging that we started last year. We said that we were going to start the ambassador program, the Bachao ambassador program, and what we have accomplished thus far is beyond even my wildest dream. One of the aims of Bachao is not only to help the needy in Bangladesh, but more and more we are trying to identify projects where education and vocational training is provided so they can get over the hump and move toward a path of success. This is an example of what the ambassadors have done towards achieving that purpose. They have created a website, bachaobuddy.com, with challenges that appears to donate and sponsor someone's education. They have till today raised about $1,600. The money is not that important, but what they are doing is very important is because they have identified how they can alleviate poverty. And in a big society like the Bangladeshi society, all you need to do is get one person towards the path of success, and that person will take care of the rest of the family. So I'm very proud that they have been able to identify this.
More about Bangladesh and their culture. We actually are setting up a presentation especially for children, talking about what life is like in Bangladesh.
That's so cute. How long have you guys been doing this?
This is the first year we're doing the ambassador program, so right now we're working mostly through social media.
We have a Facebook page at Bachao Ambassadors, and we post interesting stuff about Bangladesh and what the ambassadors are doing.
Cool, I like the page.
Follow us on Twitter too, we're at Bachao Students.
Why Bachao Students?
Because Bachao Ambassadors was too long.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Wait. If you're going to follow stuff, also check out our Tumblr page. We post and reblog a lot of information about Bangladesh, and we have this cool fact of the day thing going.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Oh hey, we've also started our own YouTube channel called Bachao Ambassadors, and we post videos of us ambassadors working and talking about Bangladesh.
Oh wow, that's so cool. You guys are doing so much. I want to be a part of something just like this.
You should totally join. Anyone who's in high school or college can apply.
That sounds really cool. I'm totally going to apply next year.
নদীর ঘাটে বয়া সৈয়দ শাহনুরে বলে নদীর ঘাটে বয়া পার হই মোরে বইলা দিন তরে যায় মোর সৈল পার হই মোরে বইলা দিন তরে যায় মোর সৈল বন্ধু তোর লাইগা রে বন্ধু তোর লাইগা রে আমার তনু জড় জড় মনে লই সরিয়া রে যাইতাম তুইয়া বাড়ি খান বন্ধু তোর লাই গান নি রে রে কাকা পাপা পারে গরে নি রে সা টাকা গেছি আমি পয়সা গেছি আমি পয়সা গেছি মাইন খাচ্ছি পার আমারও দিলের ছোট বুঝি না কোনো হালায় আমারও দিলের ছোট বুঝি না কোনো হালায়